Hello guys, and today we'll be talking about this really stupid, awful game. It's called Fortnite. It is the most popular game in the world. If you, oh yeah, it's also on every S-Cool games like Candy Crush Saga and Clash of Clans. Which basically they force you to come back or to get punished if you don't. And they reward you if you keep coming back. But Fortnite is basically a awful survival game. It's a really awful survival game where you go around and build stuff. This game just reminds me of Minecraft. That's what it is. This game is literally a ripoff of Minecraft, first of all, because you go chop down trees, you build stuff to protect yourself from your enemies. That's kind of like Minecraft, okay? You can't tell me that they're a ripoff. You can't tell me it's not a ripoff of Minecraft when that's really what you do. Like, you look at survival games, similar game, and also Epic Games, the developer, is really known for making really bad games. The only game they made, Paragon, the only games that they made were good were the Unreal Tournament games. They made Gears of War Judgment, was considered the worst, one of the worst games ever, one of the worst Gears of War games ever made. They also made a really awful game named Paragon, which literally died at once. It's all like, and you know what the funny thing is? When people also search for Fortnite, one of the games that show up is another really overrated piece of trash called Cuphead, which Cuphead is really a game about talking cups. The fact that people also search up that awful game is proof that people, both Fortnite players, also play Cuphead, which is one of the worst games in the world. But now let's talk about the worst parts about Fortnite. Number one, Fortnite is literally, first it's a ripoff of Minecraft. Now it's a ripoff of the Hunger Games. That's right. Hunger Games came first. And it's literally, you have to survive until you're the last man standing. That's a freaking ripoff of the Hunger Games, okay? You can't tell me it's not a ripoff of the Hunger Games. Okay, Hunger Games is a movie. Hunger Games is a movie. No. The entire concept of the last man standing is a ripoff of the Hunger Games, okay? And then it's also a ripoff of PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, since that came first, actually. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds came out first. And it came out in like the beginning of January. It came out in the beginning of January when it was Kickstarter, when it was selling, and like when it was like a pre-launch game. Like, it was like one of those games that came out on pre-launch, and it was one of those games. It's just kind of hard to describe because I forgot the words for it. It was one of those games that could play before. Oh yeah, early access. So it was an early access game. So it was out way before. It was like kind of like Minecraft. Minecraft wasn't really as popular first, but PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds came out at the beginning of the year. Okay, when the Fortnite's Battle Royale came out. Fortnite's Battle Royale. Fortnite came out on July 25th. It was developed by Epic Games, which isn't really known for making good games. And People Can Fly, they didn't really make good games either. Not very good games, memorable games either. So, Fortnite's just an awful. It's ripping off free properties already. Minecraft says you can build stuff and you can make forts, and there's Minecraft modes that came out before Fortnite came out. Hunger Games because it stole the entire last man standing, and the entire game from PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, where it's really a game about survival. And the other funny thing is, Fortnite, before this mode came out, no one played it. No one bought the game. Nobody bought the game until the Battle Royale mode. So, the game had literally no sales, no copies. No one bought the game before the before the Battle Royale mode came out, which was in sometime in September. Like, Minecraft and Overwatch and PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds are all way better than Fortnite. And now, we're done talking about how bad Fortnite is as a game. Now we're going to talk about the people who play Fortnite. People who constantly try to force you to play Fortnite. Like, literally, people say, you are an idiot if you don't play this one game. Like, I thought the Undertale fans were bad. I thought, oh, you don't like Undertale fan. If you don't like Undertale, you're stupid. That's what the Undertale fans are like. But Fortnite fans, they're 100 times worse than Undertale fans. Like, I can understand if you can like Undertale, but Fortnite's just a free crappy game. Like this list on the top 10 is called the top 10 most overrated games that was created like 10 years ago, and Call of Duty is still at number 1. Which proves that the list is really outdated because Fortnite's the most overrated game in all of existence. Like, there's nothing special about Fortnite, nothing. And people are making out a big deal about it. Like, there's no big deal about Fortnite. It's just another FPS game. That's how I see it. It's just another multiplayer. But of course, sometimes, like, another thing. It's always the worst games that become popular. Like, I have always realized that. Always the popular games I hate. Undertale, it's overrated trash. FNAF, overrated trash. Bendy, Hello Neighbor, Doki Doki Literature Club, all garbage. Fortnite, just another piece of trash. And I made a video called Why Fortnite Sucks a long time ago. And I don't know what I'm missing here on Fortnite. I'd rather play Bubsy 3D. I get more fun out of Bubsy 3D than Fortnite because Fortnite's just boring. Like, especially when you get down to the top 10 people, half of the people will be hiding in their bases and not doing anything. This is why I hate multiplayer only games, most of them. Because most of the people who play are very, very bad at the game. I'm not good at games myself, but these people don't even want to play the game. They just go on and do whatever they want. That's why I hate the game called The Way Out. Because there are people who don't want to continue to play the game and just want to mess around and do their own stuff. Like, you're supposed to be playing a game here, not be messing around, doing whatever you want. Not messing around. I know you're supposed to you can do whatever you want in the game, but come on, you're playing a game, you're supposed to be playing a game to complete the story, not mess around and act like a bunch of. But then we have now going back to Fortnite. There are better online-only games than Fortnite. Team Fortress 2 and Overwatch are two games I think of first. They're much more funner, they have better characters, the characters have personalities. Fortnite is just a bunch of idiots who have no personalities, they have no backstory, they have no reason to like it, there's a reason why Overwatch and TF2 are much better games than Fortnite. And yes, even Paladins. The characters that you play as have personalities. There's a reason to like the characters. And even FNAF has better war than Fortnite. Fortnite's story is basically some gas appears. Something bad happens. Oh no, the world's ending now. That's the entire story of Fortnite. Like Overwatch, they give us cinematic trailers. They gave us comic books. TF2, they gave us Meet the Character. And and fans make movies about them because the characters have great personalities. But Fortnite, characters have no personalities whatsoever. Like, they have really no storyline. Like, even Omochao and Monica, some of the worst characters, at least have a personality. These dumb characters from Fortnite have zero personality. And really, like, these characters in Fortnite have, like, no personality. And TF2 and Overwatch are around in the same area as Fortnite. At least those games, their characters have personalities. And even Dragon Ball Z, a lot of people find Dragon Ball Z overrated. At least the characters have personalities other than the personality-less, awful characters in Fortnite. There's no real incentive to play a game. well, the characters really are out of space with cardboard cutouts that really are very unlikable. Like, and then we're gonna talk about the fans of Fortnite. Like 99% of people now, all they talk about is this god awful game called Fortnite. Like, I'm gonna show you every game that came out of this year. Every game that came out this year. Okay? Every game that came out this year. That every major game, not talking about anime crap that nobody talks about. Japanese games that sell really horribly. And people are saying, oh my god, it's such a front. PlayStation has great exclusives. The first major games were Dragon Ball FighterZ and Monster Hunter World. Okay? Dragon Ball FighterZ is way better than Fortnite. It has better characters. It has an actual story. It has better controls. The game died in less than a month because you know what people were? Oh, there's a Dragon Ball Z game. Let's play it for a few days, and let's just go back to Fortnite. Monster Hunter World. It sold a lot of copies in Japan because that's where Fortnite hasn't affected. But Monster Hunter World, no one really talks about besides weeaboos and Monster Hunter fans. EA Sports UFC, dead in a month. Zelda Colossus, only people who grew up in the 90s like that game. Dynasty Warriors 9, that game was completely crap. Kingdom Come Deliverance, it bombed. Because, you know what? People would rather play Fortnite, and anything that has to do with Fortnite, anything that's not Fortnite, they won't buy. There were no real games. The next major game is Far Cry 5. The next major game is Sea of Thieves. The game went dead in a matter of a week. Because, you know what? People would rather, even though Sea of Thieves was boring and generic, at least the characters in Sea of Thieves had a better personality than all the characters in Fortnite. And that is MLB 18 or so. Despite nobody talks about this game. But you know what people talk about? Crappy Fortnite. Far Cry 5. A few people talk about that, but let's go back to Fortnite and stop playing Far Cry 5. And then games that were coming out this year. God of War. People are going to probably talk about it for a few weeks and go back to Fortnite. Nintendo Labo, that's going to flop anyways. Next game, major game. There's no real major games coming out next month. I just realized that. Elder Scrolls Online Somerset. People are going to play that for like a few weeks and go back to Fortnite. Detroit Become Human. Nobody really buys that anyways. No one's going to buy that anyways. I bet Fortnite's going to be popular, like extremely popular until Call of Duty Black Ops 4 comes out. But other than that, every single major game is going to sell well, but it's not going to have long legs because people would rather play Fortnite. Like, Fortnite killed several other games that were popular before then. Overwatch, TF2, Call of Duty World War II. All those games are better than Fortnite. They have better gameplay, better characters, better everything. But Fortnite, people would rather talk about that garbage. So, even though I don't really want to buy Black Ops 4, I would rather play that than play a minute of Fortnite. I hope Black Ops 4 kills Fortnite, and I don't have to kill Fortnite anymore, because Fortnite is garbage. So overall, Fortnite is a piece of trash that I'm never gonna... I played once or twice on the mobile version, and it was garbage. It was the grittiest piece of crap I have ever played. And I'm not buying it on the Xbox. I don't care if it's free. I'm not tempted by these free popular games that make a lot of people play them and make a lot of people like them. There's no point in buying Fortnite, okay? No point. You can just save your money and buy a better game. There's like 50 games that already came out this year that are way better than Fortnite. Overall, Fortnite's the most overrated piece of trash ever to come out in the last 5 years. Yes, even more overrated than Five Nights at Freddy's and Undertale.